when we talk about the houses, we have two things which are very important. One is the lord of the house. Then we have also the bhava-karaka. This is the significator of the house. So for each ascendant, the lords will be different. For example, if you have Gemini ascendant, then the Jupiter will be the 7th lord. Jupiter will be also the 10th lord. If you have, for example, the Scorpio ascendant, then the 9th lord will be Moon, the 10th lord will be Sun, and so on. So this will change based on the ascendant. But we have also the bhava-karaka, which are the significator of the houses, and they are always the same. No matter which ascendant, they are always the same. And the best way to remember this bhava-karakas, the significator of the houses, they are called bhava-karaka. Bhava is the house and karaka is the significator, is just to first start with the kendra, which is the 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th. And the kendra is also divided into two categories. We have the 1st and the 4th house, which is the inner-kendra, let's call it. And then we have the 7th and 10th house, which is the outer-kendra. So for the 1st and 4th, we will have the sun and the moon, because the sun is all about the soul and the moon is all about the mind. So this is something inside, right? So similarly, the 1st and the 4th is also the inside. But the 7th and 10th, among the kendras, these are the outside, because the 7th house is the relationship, so we are having relationship with others, people, and the 10th house is achievement. So to get achievement, we also have to go to the external world. We have to leave the house. So the 7th from the 4th, we are leaving the house. So this is 7 and 10. These are the external kendra, and for these we have a Venus Mercury, because this is the Rajas Guna planet. Now, what is the Rajas Guna? There are three forces in the material nature. We have the, according to Bhagavad Gita, this is also the part of the Sankha system. So we have the Sattva Guna, which is the Sun, Moon, Jupiter. We have the Mercury and Venus, which is related to the Rajo Guna, which is the mode of passion. And this is all about the enjoyment in this world. And basically, this is the sensory enjoyment. There is also other happiness, which is the inside happiness. This is loaded by the Sattva. So this is Moon and Jupiter, which is in the 4th house. Moon is the Karaka of the 4th house. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, which is natural sign of the 4th house. So the Karaka for the 7th and 10th, for the external Kendra, is the external planets, which is the Rajas planets. So this is Mercury is for 10th house and Venus is for 7th house, because Venus has to do with other people, with the emotion we have when we are with other people. So this is the 7th house, and the 10th house is all about the achievement. So you have to learn a lot, you have to be flexible, you need to meet people, you have to have also that greed, which is controlled by Mercury, to have that ambition to attain things which are in the 10th house. So these are the kendras, and kendras are inside, so also they are signified by the inner planets. So these are the inner planets. We also have the outer planets, which is the Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. So here we are dividing also on the 1/7 axis, and we have the Dushtana, the evil houses. This is the 3rd, 6th, 8th, and 12th. So these are the negative houses, and the 3rd and 6th are related to enemy and weapon and the fighting and the challenge and the enterprise. So this is the 3rd and 6th. So naturally this is the Mars, because Mars has that spirit of overcoming someone, or competition and fight and so on. And on the outer axis, on the 8 and 12, we have the Saturn. So 8 and 12 are related to the Saturn. These are also the bad houses. These are also Dushtana. So 8 and 12 are related to inauspicious houses, but in the outer. So it's above 1/7 axis, and this is the 8 and 12 loaded by Saturn. And we also have 3rd and 6th. This is Mars, so this is about the challenge. These are negative houses, so Mars and Saturn, these are the malefics. And then the remaining houses will be signified by Jupiter. So the rest of the houses, this is the 2nd, we have the 5th, we have the 9th, and we have the 11th. So now we have all the 12 houses. So these are the best houses, we can say. In Crux of Vedic Astrology, Sanjay Rath is saying that the 5th house is the best house in the zodiac. So this is very interesting, because 5th and 9th is more that part of Jupiter which is related to the knowledge and authority, and also time, because the 5th is the future, and this is our children, our students, and 9th house is about our past, our father, all the authoritative figures like a guru, the boss, the father, and this is our past, right? So our past birth, all that is also the 9th house. And Dana Karaka bhava-karaka is Jupiter. The wealth significator, so this is second house, which is about the savings and collecting money, resources, also the people. And the 11th house is all about the income, about the gains. This is the Dushtana. So the 11th house and second house also the signified by Jupiter. So Jupiter is the Dana-karaka, signify for wealth, but it's also the Jnana-karaka, which is a signify of the knowledge. So just to conclude, we are first starting with the inner planets. These are the Kendra. We have Sun, Moon for the first and fourth. Then we have Venus 7 and Mercury 10th house. Then we have these negative houses, and they are also divided on that 1-7 axis. So below that, first and sixth, this is Mars, 8 and 12, this is Saturn. And the remaining houses are 5th, 9th, 2nd and 11, and these are signified by Jupiter. Okay guys, so that's all about the bhava-karaka. If you like the video, please click the thumbs up, subscribe for more, and see you in the next one.